What's going on? I'm reading some of the comments already. So in the screenshot, Red Beard is flagging sunglasses guy in the foot. Come on.
I guess that's me.
Tangible existence. I haven't seen you comment before. Welcome. Yeah, so I have AI make all the thumbnails, and honestly, tonight's was it was you should have seen my interaction with AI with ChatGPT. Like, you're a moron, you're worthless. Why are you doing this? Dude, it was like I was like four guys. One of them's bald with a red beard. Like that's that's a prompt I give it, and it was putting out images with like 5 people and 7 people. They were all bald, and I was like, "What is wrong with you?"
And it corrected nothing.
Arguing with
And AI still sucks at hands for some reason.
arguing with ChatGPT.
Have you ever tried to draw a hand? I can understand it.
Oh yeah, hands suck.
Dude, it's the hardest thing to draw in the world.
Michael Farley, Joe looks like the merchant from Resident Evil 4 in the thumbnail.
I didn't even see it.
Hey, man, Maurice just hello, you guys rock. Wizard, Joe, and Cody, you rock.
What's up, Maurice?
Maurice,
wow, I got
up in the Discord earlier that his dad passed away and he had to bury him. So we're sorry.
I'm
sorry
so
for your loss,
sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Vietnam veteran. Sorry to hear that, dude.
Well, thank you for his service, and welcome home.
Yeah. Need anything? Let us know, bud.
Yeah.
Israel Ramirez, what's up, Wizards? Greeting from the land of the rising sun, Japan.
Ooh, that's exciting. Speaking of traveling, Jason and I are going to SHOT Show on Monday. Yeah. So we are going to try to be way better about like posting more and like doing the things we're supposed to be doing. So if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, all like Twitter and all those, we're going to try and do a ton more stuff on those. Probably more like goofy stuff of just, instead of doing a ton of big blowouts at every booth, we're probably just going to do a couple like main ones and then do way more fun stuff of like, hey, what do you think about so-and-so? We'll run over there or over there. We'll talk about it and share it. So make sure to follow us on those if you haven't already.
Yeah, do like little, what do they call those, reels and stuff?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is what the people wanted.
Oh, that's all they're here for.
That's what right.
Dude, I got that cheap trigger in here.
Oh, you bought it?
I told you, dude, an $80 drop-in trigger. Of course, I'm gonna buy that.
Which one?
Dude, make sure you wash your hands a lot.
No,
Mimtech,
and it came with anti-walk pins for $80. $80, dude.
I love it. You just
3.5 pound, 3.5 pound. Flat face. I got the flat face.
Zach Fett said, "What happened to the wizard emojis? I don't know.
Did something happen?
Did Walsh make him? Well, someone like Harry, Wizard, Truth Boogs, Wizard Gandolfin. I just don't know what they look like on YouTube.
I got a question, Joe.
Somebody's not a member anymore.
How come this course is substantially easier for that truck than it was for the Jeep? I feel like
because this has way more flex. I mean, let's be honest. In real life, it'd be the same, right?
Oh, it should be harder.
Zach Fett probably lost his membership, but he's probably back at rank 1. Like he
said, "Oh, what the farts?"
Yeah, he's like, wait. He's gonna like climb back up and be like, "You are a level 1 wizard." Like, no.
No.
Oh, Cody, you're saying that I should have made the course way harder?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just letting you know that the course, besides the trigger, the exact same thing. I actually put more stuff in it. It's just this buggy makes it look that much easier. That's why I was confused. Here, I'll put a rangefinder in here for you.
I love this, Michael Farley. Joe, what are you doing? We don't want to see your face, especially when we can hear the RC rock roller.
You guys can hear it.
Hey, do you hear what?
That's hilarious.
Croak told him mods can't use emojis, so Zach can't use anything because he's like, "Oh no, you're in charge, so you get no fun." Like,
Steve Brogdon, I haven't seen you comment before, so welcome. He says, "Can we get a tier list for NVG dual tube housings?" Oh,
I
that
wish.
seems like a very expensive tier list.
Yeah, that is a very expensive tier. I would love to do that. I don't have access to a whole lot of them. We work with Nocturn kind of as a partner. I think some of the ones I'd want to see. Oh, Crook's flexing on Zach. I would like to see some more stuff from LLI. The MH1, I think, would be a good comparison with their modular setup. I think you have to use a battery pack with that though, so there's some negatives there. I'm probably pretty biased. I would rank most of the Nocturne stuff, but I think Lola Innovations and Nocturne are kind of leading the pack right now. But I don't know enough about them, and it's like $1 billion for all of those. So
Spicy Snafu said I could probably help you with that.
Yes. Maybe we need to, so we have talked about this. So Spicy and I were talking
collaboration.
Yeah, we're talking. I was talking to him, and I was bringing up to Jason too. Maybe we need to do a visit. Maybe we'll just bring everything we got and get a load of stuff from Nocturne and just go rank a ton of it. That would be how awesome would that be? We got
Harry
tubes.
Yeah.
Harry says, still on the hunt for a red dot for my EDC. I tried my RMR on the EDC and the sights occluded more of the window than I like. I see the EPS has an even lower window. Any thoughts? I know.
I like the full size EPS a lot.
Yeah, I have EPS carry.
Harry.
What RMR do you have, bro? I'm in the market.
You may like the 509T then if you're looking at that too. I love that one. Yeah, that one's a little bit bigger, but
I just threw up in my mask.
Is that the one that looks like a Macintosh?
Yeah, not the Acro one. Like, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's Hollosun, dude. Like you might as well grow out a man bun, get some sriracha, and go drive a Ford, bro.
We don't like Hollosun now?
Yeah,
he doesn't.
It.
He doesn't because of his run-in with the Gen 1 Holosuns. He hasn't given him another chance since then.
That's right.
No, I haven't. And then we saw him at SHOT Show, and there are more jerks to. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
they've always been jerks.
All those things.
Yeah, they're bigger jerks than Hatefield, and I hate Hatefield. So
all those things did happen, and I will agree with Joe. I did have a Gen 1.
What is that?
509T.
That's an Athlon Talos EDC. It's super cheap. It's a polymer.
Yeah,
it's like a polymer.
This is what I have on my EDC.
I like it. It's like $90.
Dude, I'm really interested in that SIG that I sent you guys. The X Pro.
It doesn't have a channel in the back, Joe.
The X Pro does?
No, I'm sorry. That Athlon that Cody was just showing.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, the X Pro does, but the only thing is I'm putting it on the tan echelon, and I'm being bougie, and I want it to be tan, and they don't make the X Pro in tan. And it's pricey.
Steve Brogdon currently running RNVGs, but looking to switch to the RNVG AMG when they come out. Dude, that's a lot of letters, and I don't know what any of them mean.
Sure.
All of that sounded expensive.
Yeah. Spicy may be able to clear us on all those. Even I don't know all the different like moniker names, but I mean like the Katana. I know each one stands for something different. We're just.
He said MVGs.
No, like he'll explain it. Like rugged
RNVG AMG.
Yeah, they all have.
Yeah,
I just don't know enough about. That's just we're getting into it and just don't know.
I feel like we're trying to say the ABCs and we're failing miserably.
Yeah, not good at it.
Is it really nighttime?
Oh, Spicy Snafu. RNVGA is just the articulating RNVG.
Right. And then, but then like the M, I don't know what the M is. Oh, M is
manual gain.
Okay.
MG, manual gain.
Okay. So yeah.
Wow. See, there's all kinds of learning going on. I'm so proud.
Yeah. See, we know this stuff, but not the names. Like, we know what you're talking about.
Fleischwolf Gaming, welcome.
Ooh.
Says just picked up the Charge X.
Nice.
I bought a knockoff of the Charge X by a company called Next Torch, but I happened to buy it from Optics Planet. So I bought it like 3 months ago and it hasn't shipped.
Oh,
stupid Optics Planet.
Yeah,
that's always fun.
Yeah, that sounds like Optics Planet.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Croak said you probably still can't get in the Discord to see pics. Let me post one and have Jason throw it up on the stream. Oh, the SCS?
Oh, yeah.
Croak was talking about the SCS 320.
Ruggedized night vision goggles, articulating manual gain.
Which is pretty standard. So that's basically like the Manicore R. is that I don't know if there's more things added to that, but yeah, that's basically the cars.
Prepare mindset. MH1 doesn't twist apart unless you loosen the screws and go out of your way to Hulk rip it apart. Haters love to hate. Had mine 5 months and it's been solid.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I was gonna buy a Romeo 5 again, but I'm too worried about choking on the battery. So
Yeah, you can't eat them.
Yeah, so I'm not hating on the MH1 at all. I just heard not that the battery pack would break. I don't know about this, so correct me if I'm wrong. That you have to power it with an external battery pack. I just don't know. So yeah, feel free to correct me. I think they're cool guys, and I would love to see their stuff too. So I want to compare some of that stuff for sure.
Okay, here's
I don't.
picture.
I'll say this: I don't completely hate that idea because you're already putting counterweights normally, right?
Totally, yeah. That's why if you told me you had to power it from the rear, I don't think I would really lose any sleep over it.
How's that?
Noise.
He's got suppressor height sights on that. But that's the HoloSun SCS 320.
No, it's still just my desk. My mess.
Oh, you got.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Transition. There you go.
So I'm with Croak on this one. That's probably one of my current favorites. Like if you're
Jeez, that's huge.
It's not.
What is that?
Well, it's got a shield. It's got a like a external thing on it.
It's the HoloSun SCS 320.
That's the housing.
You just wanted me to throw up in my mask again.
That comes like that?
Yeah. Ooh. It doesn't come apart either. It looks a lot bigger than it really is, though. It's the same as like a 509T or like a. I think it's a little bit bigger than an EPS. I think.
Well, that's like a 1911 kind of frame, so it's probably skinnier.
It's a Bull Armory. It's a Bull 2011.
Oh,
yeah.
Pretty big. Oh, and he corrected me too. He's saying that LLU 21s only ran off a battery pack. MH1 has onboard battery. You see, like I don't know enough about. I just haven't seen enough to rank them, like to know what's what and what's this. And I think I would just misspeak on everything right now. So yeah, sorry. You were talking, Jason.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I was just saying that I was telling Cody that's the picture we just saw was Croak's Bull. What is that? The TAC Pro? I forgot what EDC. Is it the EDC? I forgot what he bought.
That is some flex, Joe.
J-Fish, ahoy, boys! Still rocking the Chicago Cubs World Series champions, huh?
That's not allowed.
From 2019.
How many years ago did that happen?
From 2019.
Is that when they won?
J-Fish, are you still running? You're like, I think he was doing some Star Citizen gaming stuff. Let me know if you're still doing that because we may need to get.
Still has a picture of when the Cubs won the World Series.
That doesn't mean anything.
So it does. If he was doing something 2 years ago, he's still doing it. Obviously,
that's true.
I will say that's not fair because I just started playing Skyrim again, and that's a 12-year-old game.
But that never ends. The game, like I don't think anyone's ever finished it.
It never ends.
Did you finish Skyrim? Like, nah, man. I'm like 700 hours in, and then finished the campaign.
Dude, you'd love this. So I have hundreds and hundreds of hours into Skyrim. Never seen this before. Where I came across some random the NPC's name was Wizard, and he was like, okay, watch this, and he like shoots something out the ground. He goes launching up into the air, and he's like, I'm flying, and then he starts falling. He's like, oh crap, and just dies.
Dang,
dude!
I had no idea. Like I've never
yelled Jimothy on its way down.
We can change the game so it does. We can mod it.
Oh yeah, they've done a lot with mods now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that spicy stuff. I bought Skyrim on Switch during Christmas.
So I was laughing when I think it was Joe was asking Cody, like, have you started playing
Witcher 3?
Witcher 3.
I was like, yeah, have you ever played Witcher 3? And he's like, I haven't played it. I'm like, dog, that's like 10 years old.
Dude, but still, like, I immediately started stressing out because I'm like, dude, probably got to be like hundreds of hours in and still haven't finished the campaign. And I instantly just start stressing out about all the side quests that I was like, oh man, I got so much to do. Like, I don't even want to think about it.
Dude, that game I 100%ed.
There you go.
Really?
There's the
to include all of the add-ons, like the
509 on the left.
Okay, that's a good reference though.
And the SCS 320 on the right.
It's gonna be Hitch.
And Jake, I'll find you. We'll do some Star Citizen stuff. I need to do stuff.
He won't find you. I promise.
Well, because I'll be stuck with Jason doing other stuff. We gotta call
about it.
It's only funny because it's true.
Oh, EPS. That's the EPS on the left. Oh, so that's smaller than the
Oh.
EPS.
So it's significantly smaller then.
Croak is like, the picture adds an inch. It looks bigger in my hands. Fleischwolf. Man, I backed that game 10 years ago. How is it these days?
It's still buggy.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cody, yeah. It works ish sometimes.
Well, they just went to the 4.0 and it's better.
For what part?
And they opened up Pyro.
Did any of the missions actually start working? For a long time
Yeah.
there, you could only do you just fly around and look at each other. Like, oh, okay.
Well, I saw a guy he was out mining today and his ship just randomly blew up, but the mission loaded.
Mine would do this. I would fly out, I would get into the hangar. I spend forever getting to my ship. I go to fly out of the hangar, hangar bays are open. I fly up and it just blows up and I just turn the game off. All right, that was fun.
Spicy snafu.
I've blown up unloading my freaking plane, my ship before. They fixed that finally.
Hey, look at that. Spicy. Excited to see you beautiful bastards in the media room Tuesday morning. We will find you, buddy.
Look at finish our template for rebuilding the shot assets today. We are not that smart. That's very, maybe I'll do that. Maybe have some assets pre-built because we use most of the same ones. He's way smarter than me. It's like we know we do this every year. Oh yeah, we probably should do that.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
We use shot show images for our thumbnail and have all the different stuff. You do, you just don't remember. You be like, oh yeah, we do that.
Yeah, last year it was we had to go and find them for the year before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's prepping it all before, because otherwise I'll be like, oh no.
Jason, no, he just doesn't know the nerd terms like you do.
Yeah. Nerd terms.
Nerd. Hey, nerd. Go put everything together.
Oh, wow.
Just call it a thumbnail. What did you call it? What did you call it?
A media asset?
Yeah, who says that? It's a thumbnail, bro. Or call it a picture. You have two options.
75 videos last year, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Now, that was our first year. The first year was COVID. Me and Jason just pumped out dude, what, 5 a day?
Yeah, something like that.
Nuts. We're we're never ever doing that again. But we were the only people there. We were the only people at the whole show. So it was may as well.
Steve Brogdon was waiting to buy a platypus, but was waiting on SHOT Show for some possible upgrades. But now the Staccato HD was announced. I would love to see a comparison.
I don't want to.
Dude, I saw a video real quick. Cody, know what I'm talking about? They dropped the Staccato on the mag and it cooked off a round. Just let you know.
Actually,
the new one, that HD, the one that takes the Glock mags?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Was it?
It was Grand Thumb.
Yeah, Grand Thumb that did it.
The old one.
He dropped that. He dropped the Staccato, and then he dropped the 320. Guess which one didn't fire?
Yeah, but he didn't drop the Staccato at the right angle, so that doesn't count. Or the
320.
Yeah, the 320.
We're still doing 2011s? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What?
J-Fish, is there a major difference with a flat-faced AR trigger versus curved? I'd say it's preference. What do you guys think?
I think I like the curved ones, the more dramatic curved ones for speed. You're right, totally preference. You guys are totally right. My personal preference, I like the curved ones for speed and the flat ones for precision. But
yep, same.
But
curved for mil spec,
yeah.
Battle rifle, flat for anything that I'm putting a bipod on.
Yeah, and especially for if I'm going real fast, and I just think it works better.
Croak says the new HD has a Series 80 disconnect though, so it should be nose drop safe. Not that it matters for the last 115 years.
I bet Croak's not going to give some wisdom.
Yeah, just don't drop your gun.
Yeah.
That's Cody. Cody's.
I said that to somebody. They're like, what are you gonna do if your bull fires? I'm like, I have man hands. I don't have that problem.
I don't carry it down at EDC.
If you go by antimatter, can you go? He says, if you go by antimatter, can you hold up a rifle with a scope switch and ask them, "Do you miss her for me?" I don't know if they're going to be there.
I don't know if
they should call her.
I don't know if they're big enough to be there. And I think antimatter, it's kind of confusing because they're really just 10 different brands. where they're like the snake staff tourniquets, they're antimatter. I think they were like, the more I dug into it, I realized there were like 4 or 5 different other companies all at once. So they probably do have a bigger brand that falls under something else. You just don't realize how interconnected some of these companies are until you start really digging into it.
Well, I just searched for antimatter and snake staff through the SHOT Show planner, and neither one is there.
I think that, and someone in the comments may correct me, there's a different business that owns them both.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Prepper Book Club says curved for NDs, flat for ADs.
Oh, I like that. Hey, I did get my hand on that Ruger RMX or whatever.
Oh yeah,
whatever
what'd you
it
think?
is.
That like Glock clone.
So I actually love everything but the take up on the trigger. The take up on the trigger is super mushy.
Like,
But
now?
Huh?
Or you mean like come against the wall?
right.
Yeah, okay.
But when you go into the reset and pull it, it's super crisp. Like that first initial pull is super mushy. But other than that, like,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say it has a lot of stuff that I like, honestly.
I remember the first time we were looking at the Rock 5.7 and Jason was like, he's like, this has got a really
No. Hold on. Because we got the backstory is we're talking to the rep and he was like, our engineers have poured hundreds of hours into this trigger. This is by far the best trigger.
And I have been historically a trigger snob. So I think Jason sees me like perk up. He's like, okay, all right. But I was like, all right, Jason, but you know these triggers better than me. And so he like, it's just me and him. And he's like messing with it. He's like, I've never been able to describe what a gritty trigger is. Like, it's real gritty. I was like, I don't know what that means, Jason. I don't know what gritty trigger means. He's like, okay, let me just hand it. And I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. It's like someone took the slide off and they like poured a bunch of sand into the trigger area and then they put the slide back on. They were like, hundreds of hours, thousands of engineer hours went into this trigger.
Was the one you got later the same as that one, or was it better?
No, it was much better. So I don't know if it was, and that was like our experience at the Geisley booth. Remember all the Geisley triggers we tried? We were all like, these are horrible.
Yeah, and there's like
maybe it's just
TLD one that was good. I was like,
yeah. So maybe it's just like they've had those triggers at SHOT Show for like the last 5 years, and they've just been worn the hell out.
You remember we did that down at AGM too, because we were like looking through their night vision, and they're all like the tubes are all destroyed and just ruined, and I was like, "Oh, this look okay, cool. Like here's your thing back. Like somebody already destroyed that."
All right, first thing I want to point out for Croak is I haven't seen that nickname yet. That's hilarious. Hilarious.
The Gluger.
And I was wondering that same thing. Like, obviously, it's a Gen 3, so I was hoping that there'd be trigger upgrades. So that's good news.
Yeah, Nurse Dude, it's like all the contact surfaces are sandpaper versus polished.
Oh, I know. It was an instant. Like you tried to explain how something smells. You know what I mean? But then that's what it was. I was like, I don't know what you mean. And pulling that trigger was like I just put it down. Like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Makes like your teeth hurt.
Yeah.
Like, makes your teeth
like
hurt?
touching cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever watch? I'm not gonna name the movie, but when they curb stomped that guy, I just felt it in my teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
When anybody talks about chewing on tinfoil, I immediately.
Yeah.
As I got older, that's how I am with cotton balls. Like
touching them.
Yeah, I hate touching cotton balls.
You can't touch cotton balls?
I can. I just don't like doing it.
I just don't want to. It's like, I just don't want to.
I have a 3-year-old that chooses to do that.
Yeah. I used to not have a problem with it.
Did you say did somebody hold you down?
That's what did somebody hold you down to clean your ears with Q-tips?
No, do you not listen? I used to not have a problem with it at all. Every year that goes by in my life, it bothers me more and more. It's like nailing down a chalkboard for some people. That doesn't bother me, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Hold on.
Crook said Mark LaRue put some sand in all the Geisley triggers on display, allegedly.
I would be so
That'd
happy.
Be hilarious.
Can't use this.
All right. Any other questions regarding shot before we talk about? We're late talking about last week's video, which was the helmet light and the lighting ranking. Video number 1.
So that one was an interesting one. I don't think there wasn't a whole lot of popularity on it, and I think it was the people who watched it. I think it applied to them, and I think it was a lot of rehashing of the things me and Jason kind of did behind the scenes, where we see all these helmet lights, we see all these different lights, and you see those people using this stuff, and then I think you asked the question. This is what we had. It was like, why, number 1, and then number 2, what's actually good? Because I think what Jordan and Jason, all those helmet lights and all those things, we determined we would use none of them.
Yeah.
Like at the end, we were like, we don't. At the beginning, we're trying to use all the cool doodads, and then at the end, once we actually like knew how to use the right tools for the right thing, we're like, oh, we just never use these, and they were like, yeah, pretty much. But I think it would be swindled too.
Again, like the one thing that stands out was when Blue from Jawless Hog was showing how you can use your IR light on your rifle to splash into the corner that would light up the room just fine. So like, why do you need a light on your helmet?
And yeah, that was kind of our aha moment of like, so we don't need this? And he was like, no. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and the other thing was like talking to him about like as a SWAT commander, what do you guys have on your helmets? Do you do this do you do like white light on one side and IR on the other? And he was like, no, we don't have lights on our helmets.
Yeah. It's like, and he's
like,
like,
guys that are doing search warrants like
yeah.
weekly.
He's like, maybe we'll do something if we have a team going out somewhere and there's like a drone or something in the air. But it was some of the stuff that I guess we thought would be way more commonplace was never used. Like we tried to use the IR task lights to look at it like something in front of us, and I was like, dude, this took us so long. Even the instructors were like, you would never do that. You wouldn't take 20 minutes just to look at something. You're just gonna look at it and move on. Like there's so little light that it just doesn't make any sense. So it was a lot.
Here's Josh right here. This is
$30
what we got.
Firefly is a good option.
Yep.
Who makes a Firefly?
Here, I got one right here.
What is that? I don't know. You know what he's talking about.
The strobe, Cody?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mike Farley says, from what I gathered, the best of those marker lights was the HRT one because it could be recharged. I think it really highlighted, especially if you had someone in front of you, if you're going into a house, and we were kind of taking it as like, I guess more law enforcement focused. If you were in a stack, you were going to go into a house for like a search warrant or an arrest warrant, and someone in front of you were doing it under nods, and someone in front of you had one of those flashing strobe lights on their helmet, an IR light, you would immediately rip that thing off and throw it away because it just blinds you.
Yeah, that's the strobes and stuff aren't for your buddy right around you. It's for things in the air, and things far away.
Yep.
And agree. But Joe, that's the
you
thing.
better know that the person in front of you are friendly. Like you, that's dumb.
But that's something I talked about in the video though. Like there were some of the strobes that only really worked well close. They didn't really work well at a distance, which was kind of baffling. It was like, why? I don't need something. I need to let you know. Let me know that somebody's right next to me. I already know they're there. Like, what about the guy?
Because the strobing for friendly fire from the other battalion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think what he's saying, like, we
helo.
tested it out where we went out into a field and 50 yards away, you couldn't even tell what that was.
Then that's complete trash and needs to be thrown in the trash.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're saying. Like some of those we tested were like, dude, this is expensive and crappy. Like, I don't know how you manage to do both of those things.
Glow in the dark cat eye, just enough to find your buddy, but not be distracting.
Yeah, that's what you do for close.
Yeah,
and those are the bands that used to go around the old helmets. Remember?
Yeah. Steve Brogdon, I have the Princeton Tech Charge X, which has 5 different lights. I think of the helmet lights that we had, that was probably our favorite.
Yeah, but it was interesting though because and I think just in our application, like jumping and things like that, the only thing when I was testing it I found was annoying is when I want to go to one light, then I have to cycle through all the other ones. I'm like, oh, I want to go to. You could change which one's default, but it's like, oh, I want green, and they're like, okay, green, blue, red, but I don't need all these other colors. So I don't know. I found that a little bit interesting. I didn't need the whole gamut of options, but
Doc Cypher says they still use cat eyes.
I can understand where some teams would need all the colors. It's just for us, it was like I don't need this.
Welcome 076.
Hey, evening.
Hey, do you have any like glow in the dark pistol sights that when you look through your nods in really dark light, like it overwhelms your nods?
I'd have to double check. I'll look. I have some on my SIG. I could check it. But last I saw, they bloomed enough where you couldn't line them up. Where it was like, oh, this is kind of useless.
Yeah.
So to that degree of like, I don't know what exactly some of those night sights are for. The more I've used night vision and things like that, I'm sure people will be like, oh, it's for this and it's for that. And I was like, okay. I mean, it's just such a small. You think like, oh, I'm gonna use it in the dark. Like, well, you're not gonna shoot into the dark, so you probably should turn a light on anyway. Cody, what is that?
It's for map grid, like gridding out a map.
Oh, we should make Sean do that. He used to make me do all that stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
all the like land nav stuff. Yeah, I love talking to
9-line.
you. You want to know the biggest nerd about like cold weather stuff? Like if you ask Sean about cold weather gear, he'll just talk to you. He'll just like he's just like turning on a movie for an hour, and he'll just like tell you the coolest things you ever heard. Like, what about this? Like, no, anyone who says that is dumb.
Dude, speaking of turning on a movie, I sat down because my wife had never seen it, and we rented Eurotrip and watched it like 2 nights ago.
Never seen it before?
My wife hadn't.
Oh, wow.
Joe.
Those came from support.
Yeah.
I know where those came from.
But are you showing
did
me
you see
something?
Yeah.
I'll see.
Energizer Industrial.
Oh, nice.
See, where's your Ranger beads? Do you have Ranger beads?
Croak says some tritium can. The trick is to use some black Sharpie on the 2 dots in the rear on the SIG X-ray sight. Cuts the bloom way down to the point of being usable.
Agreed. And that's the thing too. You have to like, you can't just take them out of the box and be like, look at how useful these are. Like, not as much as you'd think.
Yeah. I do. So it is at the 30-minute mark. I do have some questions for tonight, and it kind of ties in with Second Amendment. So I think I'm gonna tell you like why I asked this question. But let's get into a Q&A.
I like the whiplash of the.
Go to that.
Oh, look at this
giveaway instead of the. Okay.
I love. We were talking about a little bit in our chat that always just runs away from us. The pistol brace whiplash of like, oh, you guys are felons. Oh, they don't care. Okay, no, never mind. Like, oh my god. Like,
so I haven't followed that at all.
They're good. Like,
yeah, because none of it applies. It's just the ATF being dumb government agent.
It seemed like somebody was like, no, I've been fighting for this for 4 years, and there's a regime change.
No, it's somebody that had no idea that the court had even happened, dude. Yeah. So they just did the canned statement and had no idea that multiple courts had ruled it a violation of the Procedure Act and void.
I thought they said that. They're like, we are aware that this happened in these courts. We just don't show that. We're just not.
I thought that's what it said in the second letter.
Oh,
the second letter they clarified.
Yeah,
idiot.
Where's Croak at? He'll straighten us out.
Come on, Doge.
It's just
Doge, whatever you are. You can't come soon enough.
All right. So, question number 1: how do you deal with lawmakers and or judges who have no real knowledge of firearms, but they're the ones that are implementing laws or upholding laws?
Vote.
And let me give you a backstory real quick, Joe. So, and we get into this in the Second Amendment section as well, but Washington State, the magazine ban, one of the state cases went before the Washington State Supreme Court, and it's probably going to go 8-1 against us. Some of the questions or some of the comments that some of these judges at the Washington State Supreme Court were saying was that stuff like Well, magazines aren't considered firearms, therefore it's okay to ban magazines. So when you're dealing with judges and people like that, like, what do you do as a regular person?
All you can do is vote them out the next cycle, dude. What else can you do? Besides, going off the deep end, because I'm not far right either, But, yeah, that's the only thing that you can do.
Nurse Dude says, theoretically, subject matter expert testimonials, but in reality, nothing to be done.
They're not going to listen to that. They've already made up their mind.
Yeah.
Like, we had our lady, well, the bullets go in the magazine, and once they shoot them, then they don't have them anymore.
We just have to shoot them all, and it's done.
Yeah, once they shoot them, they don't have the magazines anymore.
In an instance like that, it sucks, but it can kind of work in our favor, right? Like, okay, because they were dumb enough, there was a way for me to still get magazines in Colorado. I just have to build it myself. In Washington State, where they're saying the state Supreme Court, a majority of their opinion is that while magazines are not firearms, therefore you can ban them because it's not a violation of the Second Amendment.
Yeah. I mean, until those same idiots get in and they say anything with a detachable magazine is an assault weapon and needs to be banned.
Yeah. Which is
that's what we're dealing with now.
Right, in Colorado.
Is that like that horrible saying, like society progresses at the speed of death? You know what I mean? It's like, because like it's the same question. Like, how do you teach your grandparents how to use YouTube? Like, you're not. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Sorry. So Laminated is asking, shouldn't there be some type of performance check if they violate laws? Can you expand on that? What do you mean by performance check?
Dude,
I think what he's saying is like, hey, you made a crappy law or made a crappy call, like,
right? Anybody else would be fired. Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't want to turn on my red light. Anybody else in that world would be fired. If you made that big of a mistake, you'd be fired. If they continue to go against the Constitution and it ruled unconstitutional, why should they still hold their job? That's my question.
That's a great point. Like, is there, I know that there isn't, but what could be, I guess this is kind of a follow-up question. What could be done in that instance that you just played through, Joe? Let's say Washington State Supreme Court says magazines are not protected, therefore we could ban them. And then the U.S. Supreme Court says, no, magazines are protected. They're needed accessories. You cannot ban them. Right. I feel like the lawmakers that pushed that law through and the judges that upheld that, there should be some type of recourse against
them. In my opinion, that scenario should be 3 strikes, you're out. If you blatantly go against case law that's already on the books, especially Supreme Court rulings, you blatantly go against it, like not in common use for self-defense, where they're adding extra words in there, you should lose your job first time, dude. Go into the civilian sector and do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I get in a truck, if I get in a truck at my current job, a company truck, and I touch my phone, I handle my phone in any way, shape, or form for even a second, it's no question asked, I'm fired. Just touching my phone. But yet, these people can be incompetent their entire lives and stay there. Sorry, Jason. I know I ran with that.
No, it's good. Nurse Dude says, also in general, these people are not stupid. They are quite smart and are doing much of this on purpose.
Exactly. That's why they should lose their job and deliberate. You don't
can't
think
get
that they don't have people. You don't think they've said it out loud. They've said it out loud. Well, if you don't think it's constitutional, sue us.
Yeah.
Take it to court.
But in this instance where we don't think a magazine ban is constitutional, we have taken it to court and the courts rule against us.
Yeah, but there's already case law that sent the magazine required for the firearm to function.
I'm just waiting. Like, I'm
especially
really
remember. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Sorry. Remember, it got brought up in that one case where they were trying to argue the same thing, and it don't be capacity, but they were trying to argue that they're not protected, and they even brought up California's stupid law where the magazine has to be inserted into the gun for the gun to fire, and then they're like, so how is it not part of the firearm used in a function? and they lost. Like, they've already lost this, dude.
Yep.
This has already been ruled on in other places. I don't know what case it was.
I just saw the ugliest AF gun I've ever seen in my life. It has
Is
a
it a story
magazine.
bug?
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
second to that.
Fantastic.
It's second to that. But you can top load it.
Oh, that's that new 5.7.
But I like that because
Yeah.
it gives the middle finger to so many different state laws.
It's so ugly.
I do enjoy like the straight middle finger when you load from the top. Like,
5.7.
ooh, look at that! That sucks for you guys. Your laws, your Colorado magazine stupid ban doesn't apply. Like,
But you can take the magazine out. It's got a detachable magazine.
oh,
So what do you do?
Yeah,
when-
they'll make a version that doesn't.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, if you do that, then you're good.
yeah. Like, no, the magazine doesn't come out. Like, so you can't reload it. Like, nah, that's not true. We're just
Exactly
doing it upside down now.
The fact that the ATF counts Waco as a win is a travesty.
Yes, Croak
In fact,
said
that would have been
so.
so much better if you would have thrown an emoji in there.
Oh yeah, like a wizard.
Nurse dude, it's a battle of ideology, not law. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
And-
but you need to keep ideology out of the courts. That's our
Yeah.
point.
But there's
Yeah.
not. I don't think that there's a lot of hope here in Washington State when you look at, especially you look at the recent presidential election where Trump. Most counties, a vast majority of states went more Trump this time around than they did last time, except for Washington State. Washington State went more blue. I
Makes
just don't
sense.
see a lot of hope up here. And Washington gun law, William Kirk was talking about, he's like, I got to take a serious look. Like maybe I'm going to be Idaho gun law.
Yeah.
His family's been here for generations, and even he's thinking about pulling chocks.
And the crazy part and all of the people are glad that he's going to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, they'd be happy. Like, oh good, yeah, we don't want you here. We want to have no guns.
like
here.
when Colorado ran Magpul out of here. I don't know the actual number. Somebody can Google it. But I think it was like $20 million in state revenue a year.
That one.
And they ran them out of the state. Yeah.
Golly.
All
Croak-
because they're not reusable.
Croak said, George Kellgren is a mad genius, and it's not detachable. It's a stripper clip internal like a Mosin.
See, now they're going to really confuse people because on their website it says it's not a mag, it's a clip. Now we're going to have that whole big old debate again.
Yeah, did you hear it? It's a stripper clip.
Right.
Yeah.
not
So it is a clip.
Now, even more, you're going to have those people that are like, oh, yeah, where can I go to the store to buy some clips for my Glock?
It's a clip, not a mag. Can't wait for that. Can't wait.
I'm going to be that guy.
Well, actually, you do.
Oh, I'm
you do
gonna
buy
get.
clips.
I'll go get the whole setup out again. Like I resurrected the keyboard warrior just for this stupid.
You right? Right?
God, this
What's the
thing's
difference
ugly.
between an engine and a motor?
Is there a difference?
Yeah. I don't-
Okay.
One's
Uh,
electric, one's fuel source.
076 says, come to Alabama. We're semi-free state. No state is completely free yet. There's some that are
Texas
better.
is pretty close in parts of it. I can't be in the humidity. I'll die.
Maurice, hello, I have a question and comment about California. Usually it sucks salty nuts about firearms, but thanks to the gun community, I have become a rifle and pistol owner. Could you do a review on Juggernaut Inception AR-15 rifle? I don't know what that is.
What? I'll look it
It's
up.
probably if it's
Got a cool
California
name.
compliant. No,
It does have a cool name. You got to give it that.
it
Juggernaut.
does. But if it's California compliant, like that, the rest of that message leads me to
It looks
suspect.
normal. It looks normal.
Yeah, because it hinges forward and you have to load it through underneath the bolt.
Is that what it is?
Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
it is?
I don't know, but that's California compliant.
It includes Hellfighter pin. Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, probably a quick release pin for the takedown pin, so you can shove
No.
a stripper clip in the top of it.
Includes internal magazine lock, which allows you to keep your bolt catch.
Why would you not have your bolt catch?
Yeah, why would you not want to keep it?
Because
No.
it's California
Have you seen-
compliant.
Have you seen those California compliant rifles that that it has a little thing that prevents you from tucking your thumb around it.
The fin,
Oh, yeah.
which makes you more
Yeah.
accurate. It was like
I was
I'm
like,
all right,
okay,
The idiot fin.
okay. Like,
yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah, because
that way anyway, like,
because anything with a pistol grip is big scary.
He says
Yeah,
no
you're so
fin.
stupid.
Croak says, does it go, I'm the juggernaut, bitch, every time you pull the trigger?
how fun if we edited the video where it's like we review it, but every time you pull the trigger, every single time it plays that, and it's just ungodly annoying.
Yeah.
Hey man, like we see Jay like, hey guys, it keeps making this sound. I'm a juggernaut. That's weird. You try it. It's like every shot.
Dude,
Oh,
when Jason and I were down in Georgia, I bought a TomTom, a GPS unit.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never owned a GPS. I'd never owned a smartphone, anything like this. This was 2010.
Now you're aging yourself.
I know. So I got on the computer and I thought it'd be fun to put the voice of Cartman on there, and he had like a lot of vulgar stuff. And I started driving, dude. Like I almost chucked that thing out the window after like 4 miles.
like, this ain't gonna work.
Like, in 400 feet, turn left into your mom's vagina.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was doing. And then it was yelling at me because it wanted me to go a certain way, but it was a toll road, so I wasn't going to go that way.
That's actually
It was a
kinda
mess,
funny.
Steve.
Yeah,
It was a mess.
Joshua says, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's not that bad to use a maglock. You can get pretty quick with reps, especially if you have Freedom Week mags.
I will say, dude, that rifle for $700 for what it was, it didn't look half bad. I mean, you got to deal with all the stupid laws, which is garbage. But if it's gonna,
If it gets you a gun, then it gets you a gun.
yeah, it did look half bad. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Well, that's like Franklin Armory had a smooth bore AR-15 that you could buy.
Remember that?
It was
They-
California
Really?
compliant.
They
Yeah, it was a smooth
Because
bore.
it's not a rifle.
It's not a rifle. Now it was like
You don't even need a.
ineffective.
Sorry.
It was
What?
completely ineffective, like past 50 yards. They
Yeah.
went out and it was like keyholing the rounds, the 5.56 rounds at 50 yards. But
Mhm.
if you're using it for like home defense, dude, keyholing some rounds in some dude.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's even better.
Perfect.
So we made them less accurate so it meets your stupid laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is less accurate and way more dangerous for everybody around because of your stupid laws.
It's way
Good
more
job.
dangerous than
Listen to this. I bought that muzzle loader online,
yeah.
right? They shipped it right to the door.
Right.
And if people understood, it's pretty much a cannon. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's a handheld cannon.
Like it
Half
shoots
inch-
a
half
50
inch
caliber.
lead bolt.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's legal for felons.
But think of it this way, Cody. Because you can't aim it,
I
okay.
can aim it.
You know what I
I
mean?
can aim it. Oh,
Do you know what's crazy? Is, Cody, correct me if I'm wrong, even with smoothbore black rifle stuff, you can get projectiles that have stuff cut into them to make them spin down the barrel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
what about
muzzle loaders are
5.56
accurate up
ammo?
like 200
I
yards.
think my barrel's rifled.
Oh, is
Oh.
it?
It is. But it's got a breech plug on the back.
Mm.
And I think it's because the cartridge, it's all separate, right? So you put the powder down it, you put the little charge
waiting
in it,
for a
then you
phone
push
call
the
from-
projectile down.
Someone's gonna call
Yeah,
Cody,
it's-
and you can be like, "Hey, just want to make a quick correction. That is 100% not rifled."
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just-
I'll pull it
just
out.
No, it'd be like,
I'm pretty
who is this? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have a good
Never mind. Never mind, ATF.
yeah.
He says,
Just kidding.
Yeah,
"Day
just kidding.
never ending. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free." That's what I hear every time somebody mentions Cartman. Have you guys seen that video?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Josh. I'm looking at the ranch rifle looking AR, completely Kelly legal and possible a good SPR. I'm not joking.
Was that
A
English?
ranch rifle.
Yeah, it's like look it up. It's like a lower. I think Sean has one.
I have seen
if it isn't
those.
what I think you're talking about.
Yes.
The lower looks like a normal like hunting rifle.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Sean has one. He likes it, and yeah, I think it looks cool, dude. Like I kind of want one.
Maurice,
On
he
the
bought
DL.
a Springfield XD 9mm. Could be a review about that pistol. Thank you guys. Rock that. Joe's an XD lover.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love to hate Hatefield. Those bastards.
Yeah, that doesn't look that bad. That wrench rifle.
Yeah, where is it? Pull
It
it
looks
up.
I didn't
great.
pull it. You want me to pull it up?
So
Yeah, dude.
I was making fun of on Discord. They put a link to it, and like I don't know why, but every single person on the promotional video that shot it looked like they had never shot a pistol before in their life. Like there was one lady who was like, "Rah!" Like as soon as it went off, I was like, why would you keep that footage?
What, out of all the footage you took, that's the best
Why-
that you
yeah.
had?
Why? Yeah,
Yeah,
why?
dude, that's it.
Yeah. So it's it's still mag fed semi-auto, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't have the other scary features on it.
Interesting.
Now that one might have a threaded barrel, so I don't know. I don't stay
It doesn't look like it. I can't tell though.
up to
only-
date with stupid California law because they're stupid.
Pick rail delete handguard. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Oh well. All right. Wrong one. I still got another question. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Next question. What I wrote this horribly. What do you do when your local range is full of FUDs?
Dude. Me and Cody have to deal with this. And I'll say this, what all I've done for years, just head down and keep, don't tell anybody what you're up to. And keep your head down. If they're like, oh, is that so-and-so? Like, never heard of that. Like, oh, what are you doing over there? Like, oh, I'm just recording my form.
Yeah. We have one where they like stop everyone every 15 minutes to go and like check the targets. But then
Yeah.
before you can get back on the line, you have some guy that like gives a safety briefing. So like I get it, but there's a safety briefing every 15 minutes. And it's just like, oh my gosh.
That's a little ridiculous.
Well, you would rather that than Dragon Man's, and Cody know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Dragon Man's bad.
Dangerous.
Oh, that's
and-
interesting.
y'all seen
so
that?
It's a mag-fed lever gun.
No,
What?
it's a lever AR.
Oh
So
yeah, I've
leather-
seen that.
Is that Henry?
No,
Makes that?
No, it's a lower. I don't know who makes it.
Cody,
Yeah,
what was
this
the
one- it butts right up to a regular upper.
Okay.
Oh, it's
But you don't have to have a buffer spring.
But you have to have weird optic choices. I guess that's why they have a low mount. That makes sense though.
And Cody, have you seen the one that bolt action too?
No,
Yeah, they make a bolt action AR upper.
Interesting.
What were you guys saying about this range thing?
oh, Dragon Man's.
Oh, what to
so-
do with FUDs?
Yeah. What to do with
Oh.
FUDs?
I mean, because I've had a couple times where I've gone down range and we've had to yell at people like, "Hey, you can't touch your guns while we're down range. Hey, knuckleheads."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would come up with like a really sarcastic comment, like, "Hey, dude, don't tell me how to Frito, and I won't tell you how to FUD, bro. Leave me the F alone." Like that's what I would say.
Steve Brogdon says, buy 5 acres an hour away and make your own berm. I like that idea.
Yeah, make your own gun range. No, dude, I'd be like over the top ridiculous, like, you know, Oscar the Grouch Grumpy. Honestly,
Dragon Man's was such the opposite of that, of having FUDs, that
yeah.
he had some film crew out there. I don't remember what for, but anyway, they had an accident and his wife was killed.
Yep. With explosive.
Yeah, like
Yeah, they blew up his own wife, dude. Like he's supposedly they're all kind of historian. You know, I don't know what urban legend and whatnot. He's a felon, so nothing in his name. Like they have all the machine gun and like active tanks. Like they're literally active tanks out there that still shoot, and he's a felon. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but one time I went down. You know, we were supposed to be cold. I went down to put up my target. The one and only time I went there. Turned around and there's some dude adjusting his sights on a gun.
Oh yeah,
Pointed right down range. I'm like,
I've had that.
never coming back here.
I've had that at ours and be like, okay, hey, dum, and have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Can you not touch that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry. And they're like, you're sitting there like,
Yeah.
that means get up. Like,
Right. See, that's when I would go like full a-hole. I'd be like, hey, dude, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to stop touching your gun while pointed at me, or I'm going to point one back at you. 1, 2, and then I would draw on them, dude.
Like, all right, how's that feel? And
Yep.
some of you guys don't know, but and that I think that's where you kind of go back and forth, like, hey, I don't want to FUD and make it ridiculous, but also there has to be some level of knowledge. You'd be surprised, and Cody's seen it with every single time I go to the range. Every time there's somebody who just has no idea what they're doing. No idea. Like they've been, I'm on shot 97 trying to zero. Like, bro, what are you doing?
So that's why you just leave them alone, dude.
Now, when is it too much? Like one of the ranges I would go to over by Seattle, you weren't allowed to bring food or drinks to the range. So like that was a rule.
I mean,
So
honestly, do you want me to be a jerk? Do you want me to be a jerk, Jason?
We always do.
No, I want to know, like,
it's private property. They can make any rule that they want, dude. And if you don't like it, go get your own, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
What's the point of preventing you from having a water bottle when you're shooting?
I don't get that.
Like outdoor or indoor?
So, it was an outdoor range.
So I could see this where they don't want the loss. Like they had an insurance that won't cover the lawsuit of potential lead poisoning. And they had to go around the back. Okay, don't have any food or drink there because our insurance won't cover that. Okay. But it's like that doesn't make any. Like I get it from a legal standpoint, but come on, we have to drink something.
Yeah, but you got to think about Washington is so much like California, and look at what they have to put warning on everything, dude. Like you're dealing with people that just want.
Yeah, you got to put caliente on the coffee so people don't burn themselves.
Right. What was it? They had to recall all the butter because they didn't put contain milk on the packaging.
Yeah.
Like Costco had to recall dude, it was a stupid amount, like 100,000 a thing of butter because the box didn't say contains milk.
Can we all give a little bit of a shout out to Costco for being the only person who hasn't been greedy over the past 3 or 4 years, and you can still buy $1.
Not only that, but I loved it that people went there when the pandemic kicked off and they bought, they ordered toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Yeah. And then when it went away, they tried to return it. And Costco was like, nope.
No.
Nah, dog.
Nah. Oh, you know, Arizona Tea's like that, bro. They haven't upped their price, 99 cents.
And that guy's cool about it. He's like, we made enough money. We don't have any debt. We don't have any of that. Like, why?
And he's like, look, we sell it to where they can sell it for 99 cents. So if you walk into, we're not going to police it. If you walk into a gas station over 99 cents, buy it somewhere else. Because it should be 99 cents.
They came out with a new flavor finally.
Dude, the thing that upsets me is they never carry the just regular tea unsweetened, even though Arizona Tea makes it.
Dude, I saw Brownie's comment, Costco hot dog. I will get a Costco hot dog just because it's $1.50. Like they lose money if I buy the hot dog, and that's okay. Like I just
a hot dog and a soda.
No, they do. They completely take a loss on the hot dog, and they understand that.
Yeah.
Just to feed it to the birds to show my appreciation.
I have a friend that works at Costco headquarters, and he was telling me that to keep the price of their chicken down, they ended up going out and buying a chicken farm. And they raise their own chickens and slaughter them for the rotisserie chickens that you have at Costco. Like it was cheaper that way to keep those prices down than to buy it from some farm that was raising chickens.
Yeah, and if not even the farm that's jacking the price up at the slaughterhouses.
XL Tomahawk, the fat electrician made a good video about Costco. Oh, I love his video.
Yeah, really? I haven't watched that one. I watched the Taco Bell one, dude, and the Waffle House. Those were hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I like Steve Wagner's comment. AR-15s adjusted for inflation have gone down in price since early 2000s.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, no joke.
I think besides some of the specialty ones, like some of those I think they're just silly expensive for no good reason.
Yeah.
There's not even like a better build quality. It's like this exact same. And I know, Cody, we saw that one. I know it was in the chat talking about that one. Oh, the bullpup you've been looking for forever.
Oh, the MD
Desert Tech.
Desert Tech.
Yeah, Desert Tech. But isn't there a weird thing with that that we've heard about where
you never know what model you're going to get because there's not like a 2025 version. So like, oh, it's $1,000 off, but it's still like a crapshoot. Like, oh yeah, who knows what?
Yeah,
You know
they
what
had
you're
the MRX or something like that. Now it's the Wolverine, and there's slight differences, but the Wolverine's like the new and improved.
Oh, well, I think with different, at least with different model numbers and the names, you should get what you're asking for. But I heard there's those like iterative changes that you never know.
I would hope. Yeah.
Brownies for my fat says Arizona T said to report the price hikes so they can try and work with the business to keep it low.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just like there's
GWW public range can be dangerous. I've been flagged several times. You got to keep your eyes open at all times. Much safer to go with a buddy who can help watch for you if you go down range. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what there was a video I saw. These older guys, they're wearing like vests, and dude, they blast some old dude in the hip with a shotgun.
Oh, I remember that.
What?
Yeah, they're like
I'm
clearing
talking
a gun or
18
something.
inches away.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was like, and the dude immediately drops. I'm like, well, that guy needs a new hip.
Yeah, and he was just clearing, like trying to clear the shotgun for some random reason and just pointing it behind
Dick
him.
Cheney?
Yeah. Oh
No, this was recent.
I'm kidding.
yeah, it was.
I'm kidding.
Let's find it. But I'll say I don't like. I will be very apprehensive, very very apprehensive going to an indoor range. Outdoor, I'll be a little more okay with it. But I've seen. I don't know what it is that like the dumber you are, the more you're attracted to an indoor range. Maybe just because they're more available. I think it's just like they're more available, and you have to have a higher skill level.
Convenient.
No, do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's laziness, bro. You can sight in a rifle and never have to get stand up.
I have no
Just
problem with
hit the return button, hit the 100-yard button, hit the return button, hit the 100-yard button.
Listen, I have no problem with that. If someone's doing that, but it's always pistols. Like it's always someone who doesn't know how to shoot shooting the hardest to shoot thing. Like why? Like learn on something else. Like learn
Brooke
the
says,
basics.
yeah, you can't pay me to go to an indoor range ever again. You can also rent guns at indoor ranges. Good point.
If I went to an indoor range to teach someone, I would be like on referee duty. Like I'd be watching everybody else. Like, okay, you're good to go up. Okay, you're good. Okay, you can go up here. I'll help you load up or whatever. Like,
Dan,
oh,
there you go.
The one here, the indoor range that's close to Walsh and I has been heavily visited by the law enforcement for people unaliving themselves in it. So,
which
really?
The one off of the main highway or like the one right next to us?
the one right next to us.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah. Heard
No.
that's like a favorite thing to do. Like, oh, but it was happening with
You guys saw
previous ownership too. Like it was.
You guys saw that one video. I think you were an instructor. You seemed like you were an instructor at the range, where you just like blast one out of that revolver into the ceiling. They're like, "Did you mean to do that?" And you're like, "Yeah, I was showing you what could happen."
It popped him in the lip.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, that's why you do it. Like, he's like, oh, okay. He's like, did you mean to do that? Yeah. Like,
that's like a 44 Magnum or something. It was big. It was a big boy.
Yeah.
Finger on the trigger. Just he wasn't even in a bay. He was standing out. Oh, so dumb.
All right.
That's like that ATF guy that shot himself in the leg.
Yeah,
that gun.
but does it happen when you have RSO that you pay $15 an hour? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he kept trying to teach kids. No, it's safe. This
It's
gun
okay.
is
I'm
okay.
not loaded. It's like, put the gun down.
That guy right in front of the target that drew, I just effing shot myself.
Oh yeah.
But it does bring up a good question. Like, can FUDs be converted to be more knowledgeable?
Why try?
Right. And I'm with you. In my heart of hearts, I would want to say yes, but all my experience has shown me no. They've just locked into this mentality. That's who they're going to be forever. So just head down, walk away.
Josh said the FBI dude breakdancing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was here in Denver.
Yep.
I was telling somebody that story the other day.
He got what?
Didn't he get convicted?
I know he got fired. I didn't know what else happened to him. I'm sure he did. Negligent discharge like that and hit somebody with it. Yeah. Dude, I've worked with people. I think the oldest person I've taught, like actually taught some stuff about shooting is 60. And he was 100% cool, like everything. I mean, I worked with the dude, but He loves it. He always has questions and everything. I think the FUD mentality is a mentality ever since you're young. It's the I know better and you can't tell me anything.
I know nothing.
And the older you get, the less you can hide that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to talk to you, bro. I don't even want to talk to you about like your favorite subject because you're so close-minded that I'm not going to learn anything good.
Croak says, I'm still learning. I'm only fuddy about music.
True.
He only likes Evanescence.
That's considered classic rock now.
It's classic rock, yeah.
Man,
Classic. I was talking to someone about classic rock, and I was like, yeah, classic rock, man, like AC/DC. And they were like, you think that's classic rock?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I got really sad.
Yeah,
I was singing a song from one of my playlists on the radio, and I looked over, and it said classic rock on the radio, dude.
K99, the Eagle.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yes. Yes.
It's not possible.
Playing some 41, dude. You're like, what? What is going on?
Always the Eagle. Like, no. So I do like some of these comments, like from Josh saying, outdoor can be sketch sometimes too. Many times with other people not knowing what place you are. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
totally. I think
Like,
it's rare.
bro, why are you shooting at number 5? You're in number 6. You're in the number 6 lane. Oh, my bad.
There's so many signs at ours that says like it's like a 50-yard range, and there's all these fence posts and like do not shoot across. There's all these holes in the fence. Like, oh my god.
I don't know if you guys have it, but I do here, and there's gun clubs where the number of people are limited.
Oh, okay.
There's one. I think
The number of members is limited.
Yeah, there was one.
And I know here that my only experience with it here, it's amazing because I go out there and there's never anybody there, dude.
Yeah.
Croak says, you know you're getting old when Linkin Park is playing as elevator music.
Yep.
And Enter Sandman music too.
Croak, how do you feel that Linkin Park has a new lead singer?
I think it's awesome. She's doing good, dude.
I like that.
I like her.
Because I mean, I would hate for like Linkin Park's like what they do to just
die. Like,
out.
what's the other option? Don't make music ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
No, just rename them and go about your business.
No,
She's singing Linkin Park songs.
I like
yeah,
it.
at concerts, but they have a whole new album.
Yeah, and then they get like it's all bad.
Dude, I still want to hear the old stuff.
Yeah,
I think she's done good.
I
Like, yeah, I went to Metallica concert, and dude, the crowd was about to push over the stage because all they were doing, back when Saint Anger came out, all they were doing was playing the song off of their new stuff, and like everybody was about to riot. Like, they didn't want to hear the new stuff; they wanted to hear all the old stuff. I think she did good. Didn't that new album get every single song with a #1 song? It made history.
I don't know.
Yeah.
G-Dub says, Fudd pointed his Bond Arms single-shot pistol at us while showing it off. Love that one. At least the hammer was down while he was muzzling me.
Oh god.
Did you go to 10?
That like
Joe would lose
my chest is hurting just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, painful.
Yeah.
Like
that's where you like offline sweep, draw, press with loud boisterous commands. You know what I mean?
Harry says, I took the EDC Pro to the indoor yesterday and grouped well, even with irons, which I haven't used in a while. The V-port shooting flame looks bad effing ass too. Really happy with it.
Dude, that thing is. Yeah.
Hey, Doc Bill's here. What's up, Doc?
I haven't done the EC Pro. I even had Jason shoot the TAC Pro, and I remember he was just holding like he shot the Prodigy and was like, okay, that's cool. Then he shot the TAC Pro and just like sitting there like, dude, that's ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
it's super fun, man.
Good gun, man. I wish I could buy one in my stupid state.
Well, I think they send you. Oh no, not that one. There's certain ones they send you.
I think the UL they have California compliant mags.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Steve Brogdon, I'm a member of a private club that is open 24/7. The Google reviews are terrible because of the apartment complexes next to it for 2 a.m. shooting.
Oh wow!
If I had a private club I could shoot at night, I would. Yeah, I would be so
24/7.
Come to me.
You wake up at 3 a.m. and you're like, I can't go back to sleep. I'm going to go shooting.
Yeah,
I guarantee that apartment building was there after that
Yeah.
range was
I
built.
can't believe they're
Yeah.
range
So that's on
shooting.
them.
Like you showed up here.
Right.
We come to you.
It's like people that walk up to First Amendment auditors like, I don't want to be recorded. Like, ma'am, you walked over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
walked up to the camera.
Yeah, leave.
That's
the
a good
range.
way not to be recorded. Walk right up to me. Well, so my club had 2 ranges. One of them has hours because there are houses around it.
Mhm.
The other one at 24/7.
Oh, I would love that.
And it's the one with the 1,000-yard range too, and 2 pits. It's 24/7.
Nurse dude, I was at a novelty candy shop and Spice Girls came on the overhead. I commented to the girl at the counter, I remembered when this came out. She didn't even know who they were. Dude, my oldest.
It was the T Swizzle of our day.
My oldest, she turns. Gosh, how old is she going to be next? She's going to be 17 next month.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
she has asked for a vinyl record player. You know, like
Yeah.
vinyl records are coming back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like Taylor Swift has albums on vinyl. That's what my
Yeah.
daughter has asked for, a vinyl record player. I was like,
It's
oh, I
Cody
remember
had-
my grandmother had one of those.
Cody had all Katy Perry's on vinyl.
Katy Perry's awesome.
Mm.
I'm just letting you know that he has them.
But yeah, Joe, I wish I had a night range. Like I can coordinate one, but just the idea of shooting night stuff is so. It's just such a.
Hey, come down.
Funny.
Come down.
I mean, I got one place I can do it. It's just it's like a 3-hour drive. It's almost the same amount to just drive to you. Like, I'll just go.
Right.
You gotta look Josh says you got to look in the barrel to make sure it was loaded.
Wasn't there that guy with the shotgun? Like he had a.
Shot his hat off.
What is it? What is it when it? I'm having a brain fart today. When
He had
it
a-
pulls the trigger and it doesn't fire.
Yeah, what do they call that? Brain fart too.
What is it?
Squib.
What?
He had a squib.
No, not a squib. Squib's when it
When he
stops.
pulled the trigger, it didn't
Stuck
fire.
in the barrel.
Oh, or it was like a delay.
Yeah.
Like a dud?
Yeah, he pulled the trigger. It was on a
Nothing
shotgun.
happened.
Pulled the trigger, and then nothing happened. So he
Looks at it.
he looks
Oh,
down the barrel. And
God.
as he's looking down, it shoots his hat off.
No, he looks down the barrel
Oh.
and then he looks at the thing and it shoots his head. He's like,
Yeah.
like that was almost. Oh, Steve.
hang
Hang
fire.
fire. Hang fire. Yeah.
Oh, Hank. Yeah, Stephen Brogdon.
Steve
Congratulations
Brogdon,
on
you
becoming
remember?
a
Thanks,
member.
buddy. Now you can do
Uh-oh,
all the
Coke-
cool emojis.
Yeah, and
Coke's
we
got
owe
some
you.
competition
Yeah, we owe you
from
the,
Nurse Dude.
the video you want on all the different night vision housings. Give us-
So Steve, if you are, do I have one here?
Oh yeah,
I
the
do
night
have-
vision patches. We didn't even tell him about it. This could be a surprise.
Yeah, that could be a good surprise for him.
He owns. Sounds like he owns night vision.
It sounds like it. Tenacious.
Steve,
I guess
confirm that you own some type of night vision.
if you are a member and own night vision, we have something to show you. That
You have
were
to
able-
take a picture of your night vision with your feet in it to confirm.
No feet.
I would definitely
Cody's
just take
looking
a
at his lips
picture
for
of a
that.
flashlight.
I'm not licking my lips. I'm playing with my mustache here.
Broke.
You should have left it playing.
I'm just.
I'm playing with. Never mind.
Dang it.
Yes. All right. So for our members that have night vision, we have a special patch.
Yeah,
It's
we'll send it
nighttime.
to you. Yeah, we got that made a while
So
ago.
if you are in Discord, let me grab. I'll get a link to Discord in here, but send me a message and I'll get you this patch.
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Hold
We should
on.
bring some to Well, that's kind of a special channel member thing. I was about to say we should bring some to Shot Show, but
I always have them. I always
Yeah.
have them with me. Stack of them.
I don't have any more
Boom.
Wizard Station patches left. We gave away all those.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
cool. I
So,
still
Steven,
have
we'll-
mine.
We'll hook you up with stuff, and Discord's a great place to talk about night vision too. You can talk to us about stuff. I know a lot of the Nocturn stuff, but not like the more broader military.
Croak, dude, my first 8-track was Hotel California.
Oh, I didn't have that. You're older than me. We had the tape cassette player boom boxes that you could dub in like 2 times the speed and it sounded like the Chipmunks
Yeah.
singing.
Where's there's Zach Fit. It's funny how nobody asked for an 8-track player.
Yeah.
It's what's cool, Zach, is you and Steve are now on the same level as members.
Yeah, but day one.
Twisting that knife.
Like, no, Steve's further up because Steve can do emotes and he can't.
You can't.
Ooh,
Dude, I still own a vehicle that I bought brand new. I have it right now that has a cassette player in it.
Mm.
And I have a cassette in there with a wire coming out of it so I can plug it into my phone.
So
I
IR
hate you.
IR sandwich patches. Where is Dynamic Principles? He's usually in here. I'm gonna message him right now and be like, "Hey, we need." I'll message him right now. I'll tag him in Discord. He'll eventually answer.
Dude, he's always up in. Oh, we were way late into Second Amendment news.
Oh,
Let's get into that real quick.
You already have a patch for IR stuff. You need to think of it.
So I talked about this already. It is not looking good for the magazine ban here in Washington State. So there's two laws that are challenging it, one in the federal courts and one in the state courts. The state court, some of the questions that the Washington State Supreme Court were asking or comments that they were making, as I mentioned earlier, where they said something like, well, magazines aren't firearms, therefore they're not protected under the Second Amendment. Leads me to believe, and Washington Gun Law did a video on this as well. He says the same thing, that it's probably going to be an 8-1 ruling in favor of upholding the magazine ban.
It might be all void anyway. What, we're waiting until tomorrow to see if the Supreme Court takes two cases?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, there's two of them. One of them is a magazine ban. The other one's the assault weapons ban.
Mm-hmm. So if the Supreme Court rule on it, then F your courts.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think that they would make a ruling tomorrow, but I think it's just, are they going to consider taking the case to listen to it, right?
Right.
So however,
but
long
then it should be those should come out at actually first quarter, I think.
Something like that.
I'm not positive though.
One of the things, Washington Gun Law did a video on that, and one of the things that he said, and I hope his optimism is true or it plays out this way, but there were four gun related cases that were in front of the Supreme Court for consideration last Friday, and they denied two of them, and they postponed two of them till tomorrow. So he was thinking, well, if they were leaning towards denying it, then why didn't they deny it last week? So he's hoping that they'll take it for consideration this week, tomorrow. So fingers crossed, guys. We might have some good news on the assault weapons ban. I think that's the Snope case, and then the Ocean State Tactical v. Rhode Island. One's a magazine ban, one's an assault weapons ban.
Yeah, Rhode Island and Maryland.
Okay, Rhode Island and Maryland. So stay tuned to the Supreme Court docket for tomorrow and see if they'll take those for consideration. That would be great news. That's it. That's all I have Second Amendment related.
Yeah, there's not much. Besides the ATF being idiots.
Yeah, so, okay. I didn't pay attention to any of this. So all I saw were like Armed Scholar type headlines where like the ATF ban.
Do you want me to give you the real quick cliff notes? Okay,
yes.
So somebody, I don't know why they did it. Maybe they're being dumb. Maybe they're trying to get a reaction. I don't know. They wrote the ATF and said, I have this Scorpion, blah, blah, blah. If I put the brace on it, is that allowed? ATF wrote back saying, no, that if you put a brace, anything with any type of brace or stock or anything, considered an SBR, and it has to go through the processes. Well, that person just so happened to be a FPC member. So then they sent the letter to FPC. It got blown up like crazy. FPC reached out, asked for clarification, and then I don't know if they didn't get it in time, so they filed the lawsuit or they're threatening a lawsuit. I don't really know. But then the ATF sent another letter saying, hey, there is court cases that said this, and we're abiding by that until that they appealed the decision, but they're abiding by it until the appeal goes through.
Okay, so braces are okay now?
Yeah,
They're
they
still
weren't
safe,
okay
right?
again. Now they are okay. I don't know. I just willfully uncompliant. So
Cody's showing
piss
me
off.
his Samsung S23. I don't know what you were
Just the
showing.
22.
Oh, that was close.
No, Josh is saying Cody should get a private screen for his phone.
G-Dub says paper isn't covered under the First Amendment.
Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah.
Harry says, Josh, you saw the Grinder login page too?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, I know I shared it on socials, but I'm still angry about it. That I was told it's a 2-month wait from Sound to review my form.
So they still are standing by that?
They're like, all of a sudden I posted that and they're like, oh, we're going to fix this immediately. No update. Just so everyone's tracking the timeline. I had cans I got October 5th. We're now at January 16th and haven't even submitted.
And this isn't anything to do with the government, right?
Nope. Not even that. This is all self-inflicted by the industry itself. So like the FFL and Silencer Shop just completely decided not to. Like they're just not.
It seems like you had made a comment. I think it was you or someone else I was talking to. Like Silencer Shop doesn't like it that you didn't go through them, so they're going to make it as painful for you as possible.
It seems that way, and I don't want to put this is the way it seems to me. So don't get angry at me, Silencer Shop. It certainly seems that way. That I've purchased suppressors and through Silencer Shop, and they were approved within 24 hours. We get some suppressors for marketing to do some content for all of you guys. But they don't go through them. They kind of go through a weird back channel. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah, we don't really want to touch those until a couple months go by. Like, what?
Yeah, it seems like there's a booth we should stop at.
Yeah, give the middle finger to a couple times.
I've tried that a couple times. It didn't work at all.
Speaking of, and I won't share the company we did this to, but we had this made me feel really good. And Joe was like, "You never go full Joe," but we had a brand last year who Jason and Joe were proud of you. They were with me. We were very tired. We went to this booth and we had an appointment. Everything. We show up at that booth and these people were like, "Why are you here?" Like, well, no, we had an appointment. We were told to come here. We trekked all this way. We're at this time, and they're like,
"We already set up all the cameras."
Yeah, we set everything up. Like, well, I don't know why that lady told you to be here. She left yesterday. And we're all like, what in the world? So we did some content, and I was like, okay, maybe it was some honest mistake. Maybe there's an emergency or something. Like, I erred on the side of being nice. She ghosted us for a year. Like, yesterday, she sends an email like, hey, if you guys want to stop by the booth, let me know. And I was like, nope, I was.
You didn't say that. The email to her was, well, we did that last year and you ghosted us. So
can you pull it up? Can you pull it up so we can get some direct quotes? Because it was glorious, dude.
Yeah, like glorious. I'm not doing that. Shoot again this year.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, and Joe was like,
Joe's response was, "You never go full Joe."
Yeah, you went full Joe. You never go full Joe. Like, I don't want to ever speak to them again. I end up forwarding it to another one to their boss, or whatever. I don't know their boss, just their company. It was like, remove me from your list. I have no interest in ever doing anything with your brand. I own these. I was issued these. I own these, and I bought them for my family. And I have no interest in telling anybody about my like for them except for myself because I have no reason to. Like, don't ever.
So here it is. I don't want to show it because it'll dox his private email address.
Yeah,
but
don't do that. Just read it.
It says, remember when we booked with you last year and you didn't show, then ghosted us for the past year? Yeah, I'm going to pass on doing that crap again. Very, very respectively, Walsh.
I was like, nope. Like, I'm done. Like, forget that noise.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So that felt good to me. Like, are we going by their booth? Yeah. Like, nope.
Dude, it's almost like when you're young and you don't have credit, right? That first place that takes a chance and gives you your first auto loan or whatever. Like, I still bank with that bank.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean?
That's kind of.
I can't wait. I can't wait until whilst you grow their channel and you're able to do that to people that didn't give a chance back in the day. Dude, you know what I mean?
She's already doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But like Vortex comes, if that Vortex came to us like, hey, we've noticed you guys are like, don't even just stop talking.
Because Primary Arms was like, you guys are no one. You guys are literally no one, but we see that you could be
I
somebody.
don't even think we had 1,000 subscribers yet.
Not even. And they're sending us like scopes upon
giveaways
and just like giveaway stuff. And we had like 5,000 subscribers. We did an optic giveaway, $1,000 optic giveaway every month up till Christmas. Dude, it was nuts.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. And then you get someone like Vortex, like, no, you guys aren't big enough. Like, okay, I'll remember that.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of,
Process.
we got some exciting news. This is a good segue.
Is TLD code the Battered X here?
Yeah.
We have some exciting news. Some of our favorite people, Battered X. I was picking on these people too. We have our Ops Core tour of the optics department that is going to come out tomorrow. So it's a very complicated process dealing with a company as big as Gentex and things like that. So we had to get a lot of things approved and stuff like that. So we finally got everything approved, and that's going to be shown off tomorrow. So we get to see them.
Yeah. So this is just the optics side. So we recorded an optics video and a helmet video. So tomorrow's the optics video.
Yeah. So we kind of we do a little bit behind the scenes, go through some of the process, but we do have a helmet side. So I did see, so like Allie and them kind of said like, so we had some good friends we met there in the marketing team. And so Jason, they were like, hey, we're looking forward to seeing you guys at SHOT Show and yada, yada. Thanks so much for, coming out and seeing us. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to see you and give you a ton of grief. And she just emails back like all the formalities removed. Like, I would expect nothing less. Like, it's going to be a good time. So yeah, big thanks to them. It was awesome. On top of the Ops Core tour on Friday, Sunday, we have a SLPC 2.0 video from Dynamic Principles. So this is the slimline carrier made by them. I just realized I have the letters spelled wrong in the thumbnail. I'll go fix that. So that's the slimline plate carrier. Just realized I had the letters. But this is an awesome one. Yeah, backwards. This is awesome because it really breaks the barrier to entry in giving you a carrier that I think makes for a really good starting point. I don't think that applies to some of our viewers. Some of our viewers now, most people have kind of stepped on into some higher stuff now. But it's a great place. It scales up like crazy. It's a good slimline carrier. Jason, I think it's going to be one of your favorites. But it's probably the most ridiculous video I've ever made. Like,
what's that one?
The slimline plate carrier. Like it's probably the most ridiculous. It's got the Naked Gun reference I put in our chat. Like, oh dude, it's dumb. Like there's a bunch of dumb stuff in that one. So if you want an over the top video, it's the Sunday one. There's just straight up ridiculous.
Okay.
And I'm
By the way, Steven sent me the picture of the nods. No feet though, Cody. So sorry.
Oh, doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Oh, unfortunately, it doesn't count, and you only got one shot at it.
Yeah. Cody got to go back playing with his mustache.
Harry sent me a message on Discord too. Just says the clown that hides from gay people told me to ask you to send him a night vision patch.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, what clown? What?
No, didn't we get you? No, it was one of. Maybe was it Cody you got with it? Like, I don't know.
No, I think it was me.
That's the joke. Like,
it was me.
Yeah,
I think it was me. That's why I'm laughing so hard at it.
Yeah,
I remember you guys got me with that.
You're like, I never saw that clown. Like, I know. Like, that's why it's funny. Like, no, I never saw him. Like,
he must have been hiding from you.
Shut up.
Josh says, I thought only Polaroid signed feet pics counted.
Oh,
true.
What if you had that?
076, I'm out, fellas. Got to go take care of my youngest daughter. She's not feeling good. See y'all next week.
Hopefully she feels better, man. See ya.
Give her some soup.
Gross.
Tomato soup with milk.
Tomato soup
gross.
with milk?
Mm-hmm.
I was okay with tomato soup until you said with milk.
No, dude, okay. Campbell tomato soup. You put the can of tomato soup in, and then you put a can of water in that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't put.
How do you make tomato soup?
I don't do soup.
Period.
Oh, why were you okay with tomato soup if you don't like tomato soup?
Period. Dot. Not stuff. Not well. Okay. Let me specify this. It wouldn't be out of a can of Campbell soup.
Oh, no, you don't count. So, Walsh and Jason, when you make tomato soup, you put a can of water in it?
Yeah.
Dude, it'll change your life. Put a can of milk in it. It'll change your life.
So we're walking through Costco. I know we're at the end of this thing. We're walking through, and there was like a big thing of tomato paste, right? Just a huge vat. I told the wife, I was like, "Hey, how messed up would it be if I made a cake and coated the whole top like with tomato paste and like put it in the fridge so it chilled and everything and like set, and then you just leave it, right? You leave it at a party, and you're like, "Hey, yeah, I brought cake." And then someone like, dude, who brought the tomato paste cake?
Have you ever seen Jello cake? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Where you bake a cake and then you stab it a bunch with a straw, and then you pour Jello on it. That's what you should do, only with your tomato paste. So then it's all inside the cake.
Tomato carrot cake,
and then put icing on it.
And the icing is a layer on top of the paste.
All right. Before this gets even more carried away, we gotta
close Sturgis is telling y'all to end it.
Yeah. Real quick. Dynamic Principles did comment in Discord saying about the IR sandwich patches, LOL, worth the meme for sure. So
you got to come up with a different. You got to come up with a different piece of gear, though.
Yeah, what do you mean a different piece of gear?
You already have a patch for IR stuff, so you got to come up with a different piece of gear for the sandwich patch, not IR sandwiches.
Okay, so anything else before we close up shop?
We're talking like what the IR reflective, not like an IR illuminator.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
It's okay. Sorry. Just run the credits.
All right.
Like we're all like,
don't you guys being here. And as always, next week is SHOT Show. So Thursday, Walsh and I will be in Vegas. I don't know if we have plans for dinner that night with someone. Steve, I sent you a message in Discord asking for your address. That way you're not doxing yourself here. Just send me the
which we highly recommend.
Yeah. I mean, you can put it out there for the internet to know.
But I did send you a message on Discord
bro.
For that.
Bro, somebody put their stuff up there and got $3 million. I'm just saying.
You can email me jason@thinlinedefenseco.com.
It's a little dox.
All right.
3 million.
All
right, we are considering making a GoFundMe for Joe to get a gaming computer. Let me know if
that's not happening. Not happening.
Crook, an address a day keeps the docs away. See you guys. Appreciate you being here.
See ya.